Hello, and welcome to another weekly reading. We have adaptive for calming, and we have balance for grounding and balancing. And we just have a very simple setup today because the sun has just moved into Libra. Just as sun moves into Libra, Venus will be moving out of Libra this week into Scorpio, and then a little further down in the week we will have Mercury moving into Libra as well. And Libra is all about balance and the aesthetic, and sometimes minimalism is better in Venus ruled Libra than in Venus ruled Taurus, where maybe a little bit more on the scatter cushions and voluptuous throws would be this sort of setup. In Libra, we have more of a simplistic, elegant beauty. So this week has got Sun just shifting, Venus shifting, Mercury shifting, and we are in the middle of eclipse season. We have the last quarter moon this week, and we are really beginning to feel a lot of Libra things. That new moon will be in Libra. So we're feeling a lot of the Libra things. Libra is the sign par excellence for relationships, and that's not just romantic relationships, but absolutely romantic relationships, but also close one-on-one friendships and business partnerships and collaboration type things. So check in with how things are feeling over there. We go from the shadow trait of being super critical in Virgo to being super judgmental. If it's going wrong, the low vibrational aspect of Libra can be judgmental, passive aggressive, indecisive. We also have like discerning judgment, which is a healthy thing. So let's see what the cards say. Remember to pick a number between 1 and 4. That will give you your slightly more personalized flavor for the week. But also remember, this is not a personal reading. If you're looking for something more personalized, please check out the link and get in touch with me for a personal reading. If you've got your number, let's dive in. And if you can even believe it, let's just get that focus. This little king here has shown up for us quite a lot. He's with us this week. I think it was 2 weeks ago, and we had him with the Page of Cups that week. Last week we had the Knight of Cups. So we're getting a lot of development in our cups part of ourselves, which is emotional. It's watery, it's reflective, it's intuitive. And of course, we're in eclipse season. And our last eclipse, the full moon last week, was in Pisces, which is a water sign. And so we are very much, and then we're moving into Libra, which is a relationship sign. So we are very much dealing with our emotional intelligence right now. So sorry, I jumped to the last card, but we've had a lot of court cards in the last few weeks. And he and his suit of cups has been very prevalent. So I just wanted to point that out. Now, we start the week with 2 major arcana cards, the 7, the Chariot, and 21, the World. So the Chariot is a really good, this hurry up and wait theme, I just feel like I keep banging on about it, but it just keeps showing up in the cards. Hurry up and wait, everywhere we look. 2 steps forward, 5 steps backwards. Hurtle forward, stop and get stuck in the mud. It's a continual thing. So the Chariot is very much that hurtling forward, that energy of your dreams coming true, sudden, speedy trajectories through things. And of course, remembering that eclipses are like an acceleration portal as it is. So to get this card on top of that is really powerful. And it's really, he's got the dark and the light horse. So it's talking day, night, yin, yang, shadow, light energies. And he is not using reins to guide them. This is a very intuitive thing. It's kind of a trust and a surrender. But there is a speed and an excitement and all of that going on. And then it runs headlong into an upside down world card. So the World card is the final step in the Major Arcana hero's journey. And upside down, it's telling us, well, there's a delay in that. Or where are you trying to take shortcuts? What have you not completed in order to complete this properly? What is it that you think you can overlook? And almost like the enthusiasm of the 7, the Chariot, is giving us this burst of excitement to just get to the finish line. And even if we're slightly cutting the corners or whatever the case may be, we didn't do the job to the quality that we would normally like to do it. It doesn't matter. We're just going to finish because we feel the wind in our sails and we just want to go, go, go. But then because the world has come upside down, it's saying, hang on a second, is that really how you want to end the cycle? Because sometimes it's going to leave you with a less strong foundation, or you're going to miss, because remember, the hero's journey, we start as the fool and we develop into the hero through the journey. And this is something that happens for us archetypally time and time and time again in many different areas of our life. Simultaneously, you can be at the beginning of a journey and near the end of another one. So it is personal to you, and it is an archetypal theme. It's not an exact science. It's different for each of us. But it is very important to recognize that in order for you to come out of it with all the lessons and the wisdom, you sometimes do need to slow it down. You sometimes do need to make sure you did every hurdle, because that was the point. It's about the journey. It's not about getting to the finish line. Because if we could just race to the finish line every time, we would miss all that we're supposed to learn. And it's meant to be developmental for our souls, basically. And so we are not quite there. We may feel like we can see the finish line, the light at the end of the tunnel, but actually we need to slow it down and check in with ourselves. So there is this excited movement, and you will know if you chose card 1 or card 2, which side of that is more prevalent for you this week. But for all of us collectively, there is still this hurry up and wait very strongly. We also have the 10 of Pentacles, which in its upright form, I mean, it's generally a fairly lucky card any way you swing it, but upside down, it might be speaking into, and I feel this is really important for the big picture of us. What is it that you are trying, because Pentacles is about material things, so it has a lot to do with finances. So upside down, we might say, what is it that you're putting your priorities into? Like, is it really that important to just do that for more money, even if you've lost your morals? Or are you becoming a workaholic and missing the time spent with people that are important to you? So looking at that, because Venus is about our values. Libra is about our values. And being taking that high road, the discerning judgment. What do I really value? And am I investing my time and energy in the things that I really value? Or have I gotten off track and all it's about is money and status and power? That's this card can be what this card is showing us upside down. And also because it's come on the heels of this discussion of the hero's journey part that we're looking at here, of racing to the treasure chest, the finish line, the gold medal, but actually we weren't ready to get to the gold medal yet, and we cut some corners and we didn't do it right. Maybe if we were going with athletes, you could say, but you took steroids to get there faster, and that wasn't the right way to go about it. And it was only about the money, the power, the fame that you did it. And that isn't why you started this competitive sport. You started it for the love of the sport, and you've lost your way a little. So there is definitely a sense of us needing to really check in. Have we lost our way? What was the why when we got started with this relationship or this job or this sport or whatever it is for you? Obviously, we speak very symbolically when we read cards like this. So it is important for you to get discerning and figure out where this applies to you personally. And that brings us right back to our king, who is saying emotional intelligence is the key right now. It is the answer to how we reevaluate those values, change old outmoded belief systems that no longer serve us, change the way we think about things, change the way we perceive things. I mean, it's common knowledge now for most people that your EQ, your emotional intelligence, is actually more important in terms of overall holistic health, wellness, and intelligence than your IQ is. And this king really speaks into that. It's like, enough now with the IQ, enough now with the power grabbing, enough now with just top-down power at anybody's expense, as long as I am increasing my wealth and my status and I am finishing my races first. Enough of that. Is that the wisest course of action? Or would it be better to stop and help that person that stumbled along the way and walk slower for a period of your journey to help another along the way? Would that not be more fulfilling? Would it not potentially be that that person that you help was a blessing in disguise in a way you could never imagine? And that's not why you did it, but you get a lot of treasure from that in whatever way that will manifest for you. So it's very much this combination of being self sort of centered and selfish in a way that is actually positive, because you're getting to know yourself, you're being really authentic and sovereign in yourself, but also being selfless in the sense that it's not just about you. You do not live here in isolation. We are all here together, whether we are humans, whether we are us and various animal kingdom, animals, creatures, plants, whatever. We are all here together. We are all earthlings. And beyond that, we are all part of the cosmos. So these are the things that we have to hurry up and wait in, these understandings, these greater understandings. And when we're getting too driven into the fame, the power, the prestige, the wealth, that is probably an indication that we need to slow it down and get back in touch with our why. Why are we here? What do we want to be here for? What are our strongest ideals and beliefs and morals around? What do we value the most? I hope that has been helpful, and remember to check the link if you'd like to get in touch. Thank you so much for the likes, shares, follows, subscribes. I really appreciate them, and I hope you have a beautiful week, and I'll be back for next week's reading, which will be all about the next eclipse. But you can check out the link for that eclipse forecast below this video as well. Thanks for watching.